Now, your first warning forecast with meteorologist Reed Kisselback.
Well, whether you're going out on the roads late tonight or early tomorrow morning, keep in mind today we had all this snow. We had some sunshine today. It melted some of that snow. Now the temperature's dropping down into the teens tonight. We're going to get some black ice forming across the region, so be mindful out on the roads, on the sidewalks, in the parking lot, in your own driveway. What looks like it is wet might actually be ice, so just be prepared for that and adjust your speed accordingly. And be careful out there. We'll show you just how cold tomorrow morning is going to be. Clear skies tonight, allowing us to really drop down. And so we're going to start out the day tomorrow as you're heading out the door in the low teens and even in the single digits in a few spots. So that extra layer is going to go a long mile. Definitely want to start up the car as well. Make sure it's nice and warm before you get in. By noontime, it's still going to be cold, but it's going to feel much better than it did at 7 a.m. We're already up towards the low to mid-20s across the region. With sunshine still in place, highs for the day do look to reach into the upper 20s and low 30s across the area. A couple spots might even hit the mid-30s overall, but by 4 o'clock, we'll start to drop down to the 20s as you're heading home, and then you can see by 11 o'clock, already back down into the low 20s and even upper teens once again. We'll have another cold night Tuesday night, but not quite as cold as what we're going to see tonight. Our CDPHP for morning cam out in Saratoga Springs right now, down into the teens and light winds, so wind chill not too much of a factor at the moment. But our satellite and radar is showing dry conditions across the region, clear skies in place, hence why we're going to cool down so much. And you can see we have high pressure off to our north that's kind of funneling this cold air into our region. That's going to stay in place for the next few days, giving us some sunshine, but some colder temperatures as well. Let's fast forward to the end of the week. There's a lot of hype going around about a storm heading our way, especially because of the impact it's going to have across the country. Right now, we're still a little too far out to give you exact details on this, and we want to wait until we have a more of an agreement in the models to give you a consensus on what's going to go on. But we'll show you what we have on one of these. One of these is one of the big things we're talking about is this is going to come in overnight Thursday into Friday morning. We'll start out with some snow showers across the region. Highs for the day Friday, getting up towards the mid to upper 30s. So we will see a changeover or a mix of rain and snow in some of the valley locations. So that's one of the factors we'll be watching for. And then, of course, as we get towards sunset, we'll cool back down and change over to all snow across the region. So that's one of the factors that we'll be watching for. And this will linger. This is where the models disagree too, into Saturday. And when exactly that clears on out, it's still yet to be certain and more so in agreement in some of these models. So tonight, 13, clear, very cold. Tomorrow, 35, mostly sunny and cold for the day tomorrow. You look at your 7-day planner Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high of 34. Thursday, dry through the course of the day, and then comes our next weather system here coming in overnight as a mix of rain and snow depending on the temperature of your area when it first starts to go. Friday, that's a similar pattern as well as highs reach towards the mid-30s. Saturday, that back edge of that clears out. You could still see a mix of that and potentially still even a few lingering light snow showers on Sunday as the back end of that clears out, can kind of produce a couple pop-up snow showers.
Now we're starting to look like December.
Feeling like December, giving a lot of people who want a white Christmas a little bit of hope. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that what comes through with that stays through the 25th.
Sounds good. Thank you, Reed. Here's